Okay, night number 4. Tired. But we're all tired. No one has been getting more than... How much sleep you been getting every night about? How many hours would you say?
Not enough. I went to bed at 10, 11, 12. Ooh, that was
So 3 hours, 3.5? Lord have mercy. It seems like a lot of us are getting anywhere between 3 to 5 hours of sleep. I haven't seen anyone yet that's done more than 5. So we're all like, hey, we have like body aches and we're tired. It's like, hey, are we just tired or do we have COVID? Yeah, we're about to find out. Give us a few more days of incubation period. All right, peace out. Please do not. So we're outside, and this is where we change and put on our PPE. Is just outside in the ambulance bay. Nothing fancy, no changing room or nothing. It's just outside as you wish. Everybody watching, no worries. Oh, that'll do.
Huh?
I said, well, that'll do.
You take it lightly.
Snack box.
Bullshit aside, I think that there is a real connection.
Who just
between
eats
the
snap
hood and
peas?
hillbillies.
Like, it's not even like it's...
I swear to
It's not
God,
even like it's edamame. It's just like peas. Right. Like just cold, uncooked peas. Just, bro, this is not edamame.
All your like, that's what it came with the like.
Yeah.
Are you vegetarian?
Yeah, well, I eat fish, but
But like, that's what they have to offer you.
yeah, they gave me peas.
I mean, it's.
Peas in a pod.
I mean, seriously, there's a lot
I'm not about to eat that. That's so weird. I've never seen that before.
There's not even like, I'm from the south, so I'm like, there's not even ranch in there. Like,
It's not edamame, people. Like, this is not even it. Oh,
I'm
well.
not sure what this is.
Right, let's see what's in this box.
This woman.
Meal.
Right.
Oh, shit.
Bread. Just bread.
Well, she's younger and attractive. I'm
I mean,
powerless
if the beer's
against her,
open
but
or the glass is served, you gotta drink it.
Just cheese and bread and peanut butter. So, I was drinking water and I started to choke. And people are looking at me like, oh, heck no. This girl over here coughing. And it's like, no, everyone. I'm fine. I'm just choking on water. And it's like, no, that's what they all say. I don't blame them. So, yeah. Now there's no one around me because I started coughing.
It's really pretty though.
It is really pretty, but every single particle of Corona is getting through this. Like, Corona and its friends are all coming. Night number 4 complete. My coworker's family member, friend, someone made masks they made like 50 masks. And this is just way too big. Like, look at this. And look at my poor ear, trying to hold on. But it's a good mask to just like go home with when I get off, because I don't like wearing my mask from work back home. So it'll do. Okay, I know my hair looks a mess. Yeah. So this is the thing. So every day, like when we're getting off of work, like, or getting on, nurses are short. We're super, like, the staff nurses are calling out sick. Like, a lot of the staff has Corona. It's kind of getting to that thing, and I'm just like, Lord of mercy, for all the staff having Corona. I mean, the thing about it is germs are like everywhere. I just feel like at the nursing station, on the telephone, at the computer. I mean, every time I'm touching something, I'm just like, there's probably way more Corona just like at the nursing station than there are like anywhere else. Thank you. Bye. So I just feel like even if you wash your hands and everything like that, I mean, we're just surrounded by that corona. I mean, it's just everywhere. So you just gotta like pray and hope that just don't sneak up on you. Just luck of the draw at this point. But then you know what it makes me realize? It makes me realize how important the mouth is in as far as like beauty.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like you can have really pretty eyes and you're like, wow, that's so nice. And then you see that mouth and you're like, oh, Lord.
I still don't know
What
if
that
they're talking
mouth
about me
do?
or not.
What
You're
that
only saying that because you got nice teeth, okay? So.
yeah, but that doesn't incorporate for a mouth.
What if we had to wear our eyes covered up?
You can have nice teeth and
you
still
delirious?
have an ugly mouth.
That's just too much.
Girl, you crazy.
I'm looking into your soul.
You crazy.
I'm gonna eat your soul.
Your mouth is beautiful. We're not talking about your mouth.
Thank you.
I don't even remember what your mouth looks like, to be honest.
Good. I'd rather it stay anonymous.
This is so funny.
Just too much scrutiny.
But
You've been the most compliant.
she has been, and we wonder why.
Nobody
I've
needs to
never
know what
seen
it looked like.
The
okay?
most compliant mask wearers is I nominate Kristen and Josh. I just saw Josh's mouth like the other day, and I was like,
where he at?
I was like,
Josh, no, he was. I told him I was coming for him.
I was like, who the
I've never
heck?
seen Josh's mouth.
Yeah, I was like, who the heck is that? I didn't even notice him. He was saying something to me, and I'm like, who are you, sir?
I know I have seen Josh without his mask.
If I saw Josh in the store, I wouldn't have even recognized him without the mask. And I'm around him the most.
Maybe if he wore his jacket that says Josh on it.
And I said, wow, your mouth. And he goes, handsome, ain't it?
Okay. That orange star.
Got a handsome mask.
I'm about to get the best sleep ever. I am tired. I am ready for bed. But let me tell you guys about my night. So I was assigned to fast staff. Not fast staff. That's a whole agency. I was assigned to urgent care last night. It's like their section in the ER that just kind of treats like minor ailments, supposed to be minor ailments. But because it's corona season, they've opened up that area to just be corona patients as well. So I don't even know why it has a different label, but people who are not too sick. So it was kind of nice. Oh my gosh, it was kind of nice just not having like super sick patients, you know, just everybody was like pretty chill. So that was great. I really enjoyed that. I was also the only nurse there. I had another nurse with me until 11 and then she went home. So it was kind of like, wow, I'm the only nurse in this whole area for the whole night. But the doctor was so awesome. He was cool. He was so cool. And he's from Washington. And, you know, I just moved from Washington State. So we had so much to talk about as far as like Washington State. Well, when we had the time to talk. He was just like so cool, helpful, starting IVs, right? Sending off blood. I mean, I'm sorry. This is still baffling to me that doctors are out here starting IVs. I mean, like I said, no disrespect. But y'all know that don't be happening. It's hard to find. So he was just like so helpful. And it was just me and him. So I just had a good time working with him. I hope to work with him again soon. Don't start with the comments. I know what y'all thinking. Cut the crap. Catfish, okay? Catfish. Just remember, catfish. Nothing like that. Just genuinely, a lot of the doctors there, aside from him, a lot of the other doctors there I enjoy working with as well. But it was literally just me and him in the pod. So that was cool. That was cool. I had a good night. It was a good night. I was like, this is a great night. It was a good night. I am very happy with my night. Very happy with my night. Once again, got a new mask today. So the personal protective equipment. It's just a tongue twister. Say personal protective equipment 3 times. Personal protective equipment. PPE was it was up to par. And let's see. So one thing is that like a lot of the nurses are starting to get sick. So that's kind of like sucks. So every day I go into work, there's like a nurse. There's like 2-3 nurses who are like calling out sick because they got the corona. So that's kind of like scary in a sense because it's like, dang, yo, people in the army are just dropping. Like, and it's just like, how long until one of us get it too? So yeah, so that's one thing. The second thing is like, you know, we try to be as clean as possible, everything like that, but honestly, that ER is just swarming with corona. Like, everything I touch, I know has corona on it. The phone, the Pixis, you know, just anything, the keyboard, the computer. And it's getting to that point for me where it's like, if you're just so concerned about making sure everything is clean all the time, which is what you want to do, it's just not feasible. There's no way that I can go and wipe down this whole computer and wipe down the keys every single time before I use the computer. I use the computer so much throughout the day, checking this, checking that, answering the phone. Like, you can clean it several times a shift, but there's still corona on that stuff. Like, I just feel like everything I touch has corona. Every door handle, every room, I mean, every chair I sit on. It's got to the point for me where it's like, I'm just trying not to think about it. Like, I just feel like you want to be as cautious as you can be, but it just comes down to the luck of the draw. There are people who are like so cautious, and they get it. And then there's people who are like not cautious, never wearing a mask, just walking through the hallway, and they never get it. It's just so, like, be as cautious as you can be, but literally it drives you crazy. It literally drives me and people crazy if you're just constantly thinking about corona. I can't just, like, it just gives you anxiety. Like, it's not conducive to, like, work in such a state of worry, in a sense. It's just like, oh, Jesus, take the wheel. That's literally what it's kind of come down to for me at this point. It's kind of literally just come down to Jesus, take the wheel. Where it's like, I am going to do the best I can. Don't get me wrong. I'm not just going to be out here just licking the chair and nothing like that. I'm going to take my clothes off. You know, I'm going to do everything, you know, the way. But I also, like, am to the point where it's like, I've got to stop, like, just overly worrying about, like, is this corona? I'm not touching the keyboard, you know, because I'm just like, I don't want to touch anything. So I got to be able to, like, live. I don't know. So I just pray that, you know, everybody stays safe, that I don't get corona, that, you know, other people don't get it. And if people do, you know, that we are healthy enough to fight it off, because, like I said, a lot of the staff are getting corona. Some, like I said, have actually passed away from it, and some are doing fine. And I had said to one of my coworkers, I'm like, well, you know, I'm only 29 years old, so maybe if I were to get it, I would beat it. And my coworker was like, yeah, 28-year-old just died. I'm like, I hate you. I told her, I hate you. Why would you do that to me? Why would you crush my hopes and dreams? And she was like, I'm not crushing your hopes and dreams just because I love you. I was like, you love me? You only know me for 4 days and you love me? And she was like, I don't want you to get lackadaisical and think that you're fine because you're young. No, you need to put your mask on. I was trying to drink some water. You need to put your mask on and da-da-da. And I was just like, I don't like you. And she was like, well, fine then. You don't have to like me. She's 28 years old. She's younger than me. She's still a little feisty thing, a little Gemini. No, she's cool. I really like her. But, so yeah. So that's that. Yep, it's Thursday. Today makes it 1 week since I've been here in New York. 1 week. I would say it went by fast, but that would be a lie. It's just gone by regular. I actually feel like I've been here a lot longer than a week. Do y'all feel like I've been here a lot longer than a week? Because I feel like I've been here for a minutes. So another wave of nurses started today from my agency. So it was kind of cool to, like, meet. They drafted some more. So, like, we are, like, the vets. So they kind of came in new and, like, asked us questions. Like, we kind of were having to show them around. And I'm just thinking to myself, this is so funny how, like, I've been here for 1 week and I'm, like, a vet. I have a whole section to myself, you know, showing the new people coming in how to use the stuff. Like, bro, this is my 4th shift. I don't know nothing. You know, actually, it's just really funny how quickly you learn and how quickly you pick up on things and how quickly you get vetted in this game. You know, that's kind of funny. So my college that I went to, my university, Oakwood University in Huntsville, Alabama, this weekend we're supposed to have our alumni weekend, which is kind of like similar to homecoming, as you guys would call it. And apparently they decided to do a virtual homecoming weekend, which I didn't realize that's what that was. And I am staying awake right now because I need to interview Dr. Pollard, who's the president of my university, wanted me to speak I don't even know what I'm saying right now, but yes, they wanted to speak on the phone, doing like an interview thing. So I'm staying up to do that interview with my university, Oakwood University in Huntsville, Alabama. I love that school, in case you haven't noticed, because I do mention them a lot in a lot of my videos. So go there, send your children there.
We got a lot of stuff coming.
We got a lot
We got
happening
a lot
today.
that's happening today for Inside Oakwood. We have several guests on today, and you want to talk about?
Oh,
who
sure,
they are?
sure, absolutely, absolutely. Well, today we've got a special program. We're looking at, of course, the virtual alumni weekend that's beginning, but we've got some special guests with us this morning. We've got nurse Monique Jalicia Johnson, who will be with us by phone. She's just a wonderful person, graduated from our School of Nursing and doing tremendous work as a missionary on the front lines in New York City. So let's start with
the lady.
Go ahead. Yeah. Oh, you wanted to start with
Let's
the lady?
start with the ladies.
I did too.
First. Ladies first.
Ladies first.
So, Miss Johnson, how are you doing this morning?
Hi, I'm doing great, thanks.
Great. Now, you just left to go to New York last Thursday, I believe, because
Correct.
On your heart, God put it on your heart that as a nurse, this is where you need to be serving and helping, right?
Yeah.
So tell us about that experience. Now, how has Oakwood, and this is for both of you, how has Oakwood really prepared you for this type of healthcare service that you're providing now? And I guess Oakwood prepared you well. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, for me, I would totally agree. My nursing friends and I, we always say Oakwood taught us holistic care. We used to make a joke and say, if you're ever writing an essay in the Oakwood nursing program and you just put holistic in there, you'll get a good grade. It is something that
Dr. Anderson is listening. Karen Anderson is listening. I'm sure she'll remember that.